DIY.
Let me just put a disclaimer for those of you that are Logic fans. I'm going to be very, very honest with you. I respect this guy's talent. I respect his accomplishments. With all that said, though, he's also done some things that I, as a fan of this art, have scratched my head at. But TMZ reports, they found him at the airport. He says Logic admits his real hip-hop doesn't sell well. So now he's eyeing Playboi Carti as his next wave.
What's up with you, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm going to a con because I'm a big nerd. Yeah, Ultra 85. I put it out, and it was fun, and fans have been waiting for it for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I put my heart and soul into it.
Years.
Yeah, really, really long time. But what I've noticed is, like, I've been on a run of doing, like, super hip-hop music.
Yeah.
And that shit doesn't pay the bills anymore.
Really?
Fuck no. But it's because I made all my money before doing pop and turn-up shit.
Right.
And then I've been blessed enough to be in a position to be able to make music from my heart. But next.
He sounds like somebody going to Target and telling somebody else as a shopper, I've tried that lyrical hip hop shit and I don't like the way it looks on me in the mirror, right? And obviously it's not making me money. Hey, speaking of money, I already made money off my turn up and pop shit. It sounds like he's, and he's not the only one. We talked about Post Malone who's done this. And I know he reminds everybody, I'm mixity. I'm half black, I'm black, I'm half black, I'm half black, half black, half black, I'm half black, half black. I know, I hear it all the time. I smell privilege to be able to say, yes, I did that thing. Yeah, it just doesn't sell. Okay, continue. So what's your way to combat that? Logic?
Sure, I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm about to drop all this like Playboi Carti trap turn up shit. Get a bag and have fun.
Yeah.
No, you didn't just say that. I asked you, what are you going to do to combat that your rappity rap shit that you say that you put your heart into, apparently, doesn't sell? Because making art is all about what sells, even though you made all your money and you could make whatever you want to make, if it's what you want to make. Your plan is to do what?
To drop all this like Playboi Carti trap turn up shit. Get a bag and have fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's like if you play what they want to hear, you know.
Yeah.
You get the streams.
For sure.
But I feel like artists like you has always kind of been, like you said, you did pop stuff, but you never were a panderer. You know what I mean? I always feel like
you want to go make some. See, for those who didn't catch it, he said, and maybe this is jokingly, maybe this is him trolling. That's what I first thought it was, and I was like, there's no way he's serious. Oh my God. When I started doing my research, I realized how serious of a thing this is. I don't have an issue, especially as somebody that is creative myself, with an artist evolving their style, trying things that are fun. Having fun is what this is all about. I draw issue when someone, in my opinion, is able to enjoy the privilege of looking like an entirely different. He looks Caucasian to me. We know that he's half black, but you're able to enjoy that. You're able to test that rappity rap shit. That doesn't really do anything for me. You're able to test the pop market because you appeal to a pop audience. And now you want to not only do a different style of music, which is nobody's problem. That's not a problem. You specifically say, I want to make some Playboi Carti type shit, as if that's a genre. Nigga, that's a person. That is an entire person. That's the shit that Michael Jordan used to sue for. I want to make some Air Jordan type shoes. No, you're going to die as a company if you do that. You want to now use your pretty girl privilege to make some Playboi Carti music. What?
You did a good job of saying something with your projects.
Yeah, okay. You went that way. I did my best, and I feel like it's really important to speak from the heart, but it's okay to get money too.
There's a lot of people who
speak from the heart, but it's, you know what? I agree with that statement. It's okay to give money, but speak from the heart. It's okay to give money. Logically speaking, where did this come from? Because I know there's got to be some kind of an origin story. I started to really dig deeper into what this whole fandom was all about. And maybe he's genuinely a fan. All of us were fans of someone else, and it inspired something within us. But you know what I learned, and I never forgot from English class, and I saw a student get in trouble for this? She told the student, you're not in trouble because you got inspired by something. You got in trouble because when you take from one source, that's called plagiarism. When you take from multiple sources, that's called research. Keep that in mind as we start to dig into this. This is a YouTuber here who has a short where he's obviously a Logic fan, and he was in, I believe, a Discord live stream with Logic, and he's the one that put Logic on to Playboi Carti's music.
Well, I may have actually turned Logic into a vamp.
You gotta tap into a whole lot of red, Logic. I'm so serious.
Oh, sure. Let's see what's up with this. Yo, this is dope. This would sound like a movie. Oh, Bryce, you be proud of me, man. I was playing Playboi in this bitch. Checking out the shit. Shit's dope. Shout out Playboi Carti. I listened to that album. That shit dope. Yeah, that shit tight.
So Fitz Bryce exposed him to it and said, hey, you should listen to this artist. And within the listen of an album, Whole Lotta Red, he became a fan, at least of that project. The issue is not, once again, hearing something that gets you so hyped that you get inspired. The issue is that your line of thinking is, how can I do that thing? It's not yours. That's somebody's entire brand that they've spent time on, and they've dedicated their time into the visual representation of, the marketing of, and they've solidified themselves. Now you get to appear, you get to teeter the fence between, hey, I'm just having fun, and then you get to monetize off of somebody else's sound. I don't know whether or not Carti approves of that, but the fact that you would be so blatant as to say that out loud, when you know there's a huge segment of your audience who are probably not Playboi Carti fans, that's problematic to me. But let's continue.
I know Bryce hype.
Let's get it.
Shout out Whole Lotta Red. Shout out Playboi Carti.
He became a fan. Nothing wrong with that. You take from multiple sources, that's research. You take from one source, that's called plagiarism. What does a Logic, Rage, Whole Lotta Red, Playboi Carti song sound like?
It's a fee. If you want it, can't get it for free. Oh yeah, it's such a mystery. All that shit you talking, mixing me. It's a fee.
I'm not a fan of Playboi Carti and them tiny ass voices his nigga be using, but that's his shit. That's his. It's his. It's his. I'm not a fan, but I am someone who respects somebody else's craft. Hey, that's your lane. I'll go to bat for you even if I don't necessarily like the sound. I'll go to bat for you because I'll be like, it ain't mine, but I know he was the first one to do that. This is not inspired. This is a full-blown ripoff, but you get to say, hey, man, it's just a joke, bro. It's just a joke, man. I'm just having fun. We're not having fun in here. The fun goes out the window when you begin to monetize said fun. Then it becomes a ripoff of the very source you're sourcing. That's problematic to me. But that's only one example. That's got to be the only song, right? It's got to be the only.
I'm sick of shit they talking. Acting like they in my shoes, but I can't do this walk. I'm sick of shit they talking. Acting like they in my shoes, but I can't do this walk. I'm sick of shit they talking. Acting like they in my shoes, but I can't do this walk. This shit is on my mind. I got 2 phones cause I'm too hard to find. 2-tone watching, you better stay away.
Music producers, rappers, and singers, are you looking to get some constructive feedback on your newest music? Joining Critique My Beats is super easy. All you got to do is reserve a pass at critiquemybeats.com. Click on book a slot and choose if you want to get 1 beat review, 2 beat reviews on our live stream every Monday. Best beat and best song of the night is going to win a cash prize. Join us at critiquemybeats.com. There used to be a time that if you were a fan of an artist, you collaborated with them and you found production that fit their sound so that you could share in that sound without full-blown colonization of the sound and monetization of said colonization of the sound. There used to be a time that you could collab. You could break bread. You could expose your audience to someone that you became a fan of. But we're living in a time now where the trolling is more entertaining to an audience than knowing who the source is. Now, Playboi Carti is not some underground artist that nobody knows, but seeing how different demographics are, I just look at this and I'm like, hey, bro, you chose your lane. And I think there's an ethical way to maneuver into different genres and sounds. But the moment you said, half like, the moment you said, Playboi Carti, like what you do. I like you. I like your sound. I'm gonna make something inspired by that sound. It's my sound now. New album, 2025. Have we heard anything yet about whether Playboi Carti is gonna even feature on something like that? I look at this and I'm like, this to me is an example of the way things should not be maneuvered. There's a way to pay homage without storing somebody else's belongings in your garage.
Bang, honey on my mind. Tell me what the fuck you think I need to fuck around and do it different.
You ain't never been Tiny Voice in your life. I didn't heard him rap like Kendrick. I didn't heard him rap like Cole. I didn't heard him rap like Drake. I didn't heard him rap like whoever. I didn't heard him. I saw him in a video one time with Tech Nine, and he was trying to impress Tech Nine with, oh, you do a little chopping, you do a little double time rap. I can do it just as good as you. Who cares, Curtis? That's just called having variety. That's just called having versatility. No, that's called taking from the direct source. I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm sick of this shit. I love when things come full circle. I found this video from January 3rd, 2023, almost a year ago. The thing that bothers me about this is not that he wasn't a fan of Playboi Carti at this time, but it's the dismissive way. Just listen.
Joey Badass collab, Trippy collab. I actually have a song with Trippy, Red, and it's awesome. And I'm rapping about like my love for hip hop and getting back into it and all this other shit. It's me.
You mean that shit that ain't paying no more?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
I say I'm looking too deep. I love hip hop. I love hip hop so much. I love hip hop to a fault. I love hip hop even when it ain't paying the bills, because it's not what I got into hip hop for. I can find other businesses to make money off of. Making content is one of those. But the one thing I'm not gonna do is compromise my hip hop. I love her. Call me a simp if you want. I love her.
Thoughts on Playboi Carti? He's dope. I don't really listen to his music.
Tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
He's talking about rappers in this video in a very casual way, almost like these niggas are products that he's shopping. Remember when Mos Def said Drake was walking into the Target and he was like, oh, it's like Target music. It's like, look at the SKUs. He's talking about like, yeah, I don't really listen to him. It's, you know, now he's so blown away by him and so inspired, which nobody's going to sit up here and criticize, that he says, I'm going to make music just like that. And why? Not just because I'm inspired, but because that rapping shit don't pay the bills, and we got to pay some bills with this music around here. We're living in a really interesting time right now. And I hate the fact that it's folks who actually have a talent. Like Logic, you have an actual talent. Like you inspire so many with your penmanship, with your attention to storytelling. But to say this, what you just said, I have the same feelings of there are people that you experience within this culture that feel of the culture because they sound like the culture. And you get to know how of the culture, how much it's embedded by the way that they exit the culture. And this doesn't go for just a specific race. This is not just white folks, it's black folks, it's all kind of different races. You get to see how much they love the culture by the way they talk about it when they leave out the door. And I'm seeing so many people, Tommy Richmond's another one, who are shitting on the welcome mat. I saw, and I wish I could source who it was, but somebody was talking very casually in a podcast and they said, if you want to get something popping, get black folks to love it. Get them to claim, get them to co-sign it. If you want to be rich, get white folks to buy it. Why is it gotta be about race? Because it is. That's the play. And hip hop seems to be continuously, mainstream rap seems to be the vehicle where people can look at different people and their whole get down and say, that's mine. Oh, I'm gonna wear that. Oh, I'm gonna wear that. Oh, I want that too. That's not yours. You didn't invest the time into it. I wish the best of luck to whoever experiments and goes into a different place. Just make sure you're not taking from one source. Because when you take from one source, that's plagiarism. Multiple sources, that's research. But those are my thoughts, though, DIYers. You let me know what you think. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Don't be greedy. Peace.
DIY.